Okay, good morning. We are in Mexico City. We're leaving. We didn't stay a week. Did everything we wanted to do, and now we're heading. We thought we were going to head for Panama City, but we want to head to one more spot in Mexico, which is the Yucatan Peninsula, and Cancun is up there on the tip. On the eastern tip of the Yucatan Peninsula, and apparently you're out of the Gulf of Mexico when you're over there, and you're in the Caribbean. So we're heading there, and it's a little longer flight, so we're going to use the speed demon here, the Darkstar, to get across there. We squeezed everybody on board, but anyway, you know my trick. I don't like to edit and speed up the long distances, whatever it takes. I just like to make one flight, keep it simple, keep it as if I was actually flying a real airplane, and I come home and maybe have a few pictures. This thing shows everything that happens. Let's go outside, take the brake off, and heading for one more spot in Mexico before we head for Central America. And then I have a different mode of travel around Central America. The distances are much shorter, so we can use possibly autopilots and navigation, auto navigation. Okay, here we go, full power. Get this baby going. Goodbye, Mexico City. Doesn't take any time for this thing to get romping. There we go. And we go off to the right a little bit. Looks like left on here.
Continue for east departure.
Where I'm looking back.
Experimental 7, Bravo Charlie, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
There we go ahead and
Mexico
shine
Tower,
out there.
Flight 27 Bravo Charlie frequency change.
And we see downtown, the tall buildings downtown, ran along there. I think this is the downtown. I don't know where the track was. We imagined going to the Formula One race. Verstappen won another race. And we'll go ahead and look out here. Climbing, we have to go ahead inside and turn on our afterburners, since it requires that. We also have to turn on the standby of the scramjets. And we'll move this up so we can watch our airspeed indicator. And we got the nose a little high. We're at 22,000 feet. That's good climb, but we don't have to go that fast. We need to get through the sound barrier. Get the nose down on the horizon. Need to go a little left to stay on course. Okay, let's see if that pops us through the sound barrier here. There we go. We get a little momentum up and start climbing again. We're just ever so slightly losing a little altitude. We'll give up a little altitude for speed. And going to the Yucatan Peninsula, we'll fly across part of the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, now we're getting some momentum. Go ahead and pull the nose back up to the horizon right here. Yeah, we got it nose high, about 5 degrees. As long as we are accelerating, that's okay, because we need altitude and speed to get our scramjets to light up. Starting to see the Gulf of Mexico out here. We can't see it from outside yet. Let me see how our light here is. There we go. Makes things a little sharper. Go back inside. Mach 1.7. See, we got 650 miles, nautical miles left to go. Almost Mach 2, 35,000 feet. There's Mach 2. Likes to get up closer to Mach 3 before the scramjets come into play. We'll watch the engine activity this time when we get up and get the scramjets activated. And we clearly see the Gulf of Mexico on here. Still not very visible out here. You got to use your imagination. You got to use your imagination out here. You do see kind of irrigation activity, and you see some. I don't see many fields down in here, but we may be too high for that. Okay, let's get ready for our scramjets. Here they come. Now watch here. The scramjets are full power. Then the ramjets. I mean, not the ramjets. There are no ramjets on here. Just scramjets and turbo turbines. Okay, and let's go back inside. We're coming up on Mach 5, and we can now bring the nose up to maybe 10% up. 10 degrees. And for some reason I call this 10% here. 10 degrees nose up. 10-degree angle of attack. I guess that would be more what it would be. 68,000 feet. We'll go up to around 100,000 feet. It'll get up to Mach 9 at 100,000 feet up in the thinner air. Right on course. Out over the Gulf of Mexico. Heading for the tippy top of the Cancun Peninsula. Okay, we'll go outside and look. We're Mach 9. We'll do a little, and we'll start leveling off. 120,000 feet. Yeah, the course, we're losing our course to the right, so we have to come right. We got up to 140,000 feet. Get back on course. I really got off course quickly there, but that's what happens. This thing you get it a little bit off and it really... Okay, we're back down to 100,000 feet. We can bring the nose up on the horizon. We're heading to the tip, to Cancun. There, that ought to do it. That ought to do it. Okay, we got 370 miles to go, nautical miles. Back down to 80,000, which that's all right. We can be down there. We just lose a little speed, but this is a short run, so we can lose a little speed. See if we see, yeah, we can see the top of the Yucatan Peninsula right there. We're back down to Mach 7. And now we're right of course, so we'll come back to the left. Oh, a little something down there. Go back inside. Let's watch what's going on here. $280 miles. So we're going to go over on the left end of the aisle. We're probably going to go over the capital and Merida. No, Merida. It's accented on the front. M-E-R-I-D-A with an accent over the E. And we'll look down here at Merida. And this coastline up here, and I don't know when it goes out of the Gulf of Mexico and starts becoming the Caribbean. But this is the capital of Yucatan, the state of Yucatan. Looks like there's a little inlet right here, and you see this is a city. I mean, these are lots of houses along here, and there's marinas right in there. It's not a large boat, large ship harbor. Okay, we're back up to 100,000 feet, and we're like a yo-yo today. Wow. So we're probably getting pretty close here, 130. So we'll keep it on. We'll get down to 100. We'll try to shut her down at 100. I can look out here. I can see Cozumel. This little island is Cozumel. We won't be stopping there, but that's another popular resort. Look at, we're at 9.9. Yeah, we gotta shut. We have to do some slowing down. And we're now coming down, and where are we? We've got 79 miles. Okay, so I can hear our turbojets coming back in, and we'll get back on the tail here. I can almost see where we're going to land. Let's call in and see if they've got a spot for us to sequence our landing. Okay, we gotta get. There's Cancun and the tower. And we're going to make a full stop landing.
Tower Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie is 41 miles west flight level 675 with India to land.
Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie Tower. Altimeter 29.902 wind calm. Make left downwind runway 30 left.
Okay.
Enter left traffic runway 30 left Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie.
Okay, I see the runways, so we're going to land on the left runway. And we can put out our speed brakes. This is the highest downwind I've ever performed. Let's see if Cozumel is out there. Cancun and Cozumel. $23,000 feet.
Avianca 256. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm cleared to land runway 12
Yeah, we
right.
can look up toward Cancun.
Clear to land
Beaches,
runway
I guess,
12 right.
beaches out
Avianca
on there and all along there. Lots of beaches. Looks like a kind of a little racetrack down here. Golf course. And they'll be clearing us to land here pretty quick. And let's take the air brakes off before I forget. Should be getting a clearance to land. Maybe they think we're heading for San Juan, Puerto Rico. $10,000 feet. I'll click that off and then they'll say something. Put the wheels down. And start coming back in with a little power. I don't think they cleared us to land.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie. Wind calm. Cleared to land runway 30 left.
Okay.
Land runway 30 left Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie.
No flaps on this aircraft. It'll probably burn up in the stratosphere. A little balloon time. Sorry about that. Probably have to get a new nose wheel for the machine. General aviation is down. Looks like it's down here on the far end.
Experimental 7, Bravo Charlie, exit runway when able.
Knock over the lights.
Experimental 7, Bravo Charlie, contact ground on 121.7.
121.7 experimental 7 Bravo Charlie. Ground experimental 527 Bravo Charlie, request taxi to parking.
Experimental 527, Bravo Charlie taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha.
Okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha experimental 7 Bravo Charlie.
Sorry about that crazy landing. And we'll put it out here. And maybe put it in the white box here. There we go. Maybe it won't get hit right there. Thanks for riding along to Cancun. Then we'll be heading south out of here. We're going down to Belize. And we won't be using the Darkstar for that trip. I believe it's shorter. Of course, just as soon as I say we aren't going to use this or we're going to do that, I change my mind. But that's when you become an octogenarian, an 80-year-old, 86 to be exact. When you get that old, you can make changes. Okay, thanks for riding along.